Hi everyone and welcome to my mommy channel. Today I thought it was a nice day to tell you guys how I got my premature baby to latch on, because Orlando, well, he's not a premature anymore. He's 2 months already and he's been breastfeeding from the breast for 1 month already, so I'm so happy. And I thought I want to help other moms who have a premature baby and tell you guys my story how I got him to latch on. Because Orlando was born at 35 weeks and he had to stay in hospital for 11 days, and in the hospital he was staying, they would just feed him the bottle, so that's what he was used to, and he just had such a hard time to feed from the breast. When you have trouble breastfeeding, it would be a very easy choice to go with formula. I would never ever say that formula is not good. I would rather say the opposite. I'm very thankful that there is something like formula, because there are a lot of moms who don't have enough milk or their baby will never latch on. So it's such a good thing that there is something like formula, but if you are able to breastfeed, it's just the best choice for your baby. So the first thing that you need is a good breast pump. In my case, I just had a hand pump, so it could do fine, but it is very hard, let me tell you that, especially because I had to pump for 5 weeks before he would learn it. So yeah, in my case 5 weeks. So the second thing you need is a lot of patience, because it will not go right from the start. You have to wait and wait. And the third thing that would be very handful is people in your environment who would support you. And in my case, I didn't have a lot of people who would support me. A lot of my friends, they would just say, just give him formula, think about yourself. That's not what I wanted. I had so much milk, so it was such a waste, and I just wanted to have this close bond with my baby, and I just knew that breastfeeding was the best. It's so much easier if you would just go from the breast instead of me having to pump all the time. So of course what you have to do is pump all the time before it knows how to latch on, because you want to have enough milk. So I had to be pumping every 2.5 to 3 hours for 5 weeks long, just to keep my milk supply going, so your baby will have a chance to latch on. So keep on pumping, and I know it's a very hard time, but as soon as he knows, it's gonna be so much easier when he knows how to latch on. So please be patient. If you go on the internet, you can find a lot of tips on how to get your baby to latch on if he's a premature baby. First of them is baby wearing, just like what I'm doing right now, and a lot of skin on skin contact, because then your baby is close to your breast, he can smell the milk. You can drip a little bit of milk on his mouth, and also you can start pumping right before you put him on your breast, so your milk flow will start and he doesn't have to suck, and there's not a lot of milk coming out right away. So they also say put your baby on the breast when your baby is calm. Well, that's everything you can find on the internet, and now I'm going to tell you guys my experience, because I would not only put Orlando on the breast when he was calm. No, that's not so shocking, but I would also sometimes put him on the breast when he's upset. And I would not just put him on the breast when he's upset, but when he's upset when I'm already making his bottle, because you have to warm up the bottles with all the breast milk that you've been pumping. So he would cry anyway, and I thought that was the perfect time to try and put him on the breast, because he was hungry already and he was crying. And actually, to be honest, that was the time when he had that light go on, and that's where he got it. So sometimes a very good tip is just don't try at all. It sounds very strange, but I had days where I just wouldn't try to put him on the breast, because it's not only frustrating for your baby, because he puts your nipple in his mouth and he doesn't know how to get the milk out, so he will get frustrated. But it's also frustrating for a mom, because you feel like it's your fault that he's born like premature. You can feel like it's your fault that he doesn't know how to breastfeed and all of that. It's not your fault. Just take a break sometimes. Sometimes I would just take 1 or 2 days in a row, then I just wouldn't try. He will latch on when the time is right, and sometimes it would just be at a normal time when he would be born at 40 weeks, or in my case, Orlando latched on when he was supposed to be 40 weeks. So give it some time. And also a very nice tip is, sometimes he does latch on and he would eat from your breast, and you're gonna be so happy, and you want that he will latch on the next feeding also. Expect that it won't happen again the feeding right after that. Expect expect it, because I didn't expect it. As soon as he got the hang of it, I was like, oh, next feeding, oh, he's gonna do it all day. And then he just, next feeding or the feeding after that, he wouldn't latch on and he just wouldn't get it anyway. Expect that. For me, it would feel so much like the feed, but just yeah, expect it. And then it's like one step back, two steps forward. Maybe the next day we will take a feeding from your breast twice, and maybe the next day 3 times. So it takes time. So for me, it took 5 weeks. I don't know. Every baby is not the same, so maybe it could be at 4 weeks, maybe it could be at 6 weeks, maybe it will not happen. I feel like every baby will probably learn how to latch on if you give it some time, because babies who will breastfeed right away also have to learn how to drink from the bottle. But I'm sure that there are also going to be some cases where the baby just wouldn't latch on, or it just gets so frustrated and so long that you just give up. Because it is a lot of work, let me tell you that. If your baby is sleeping through the night or sleeping for 4 hours, you will have to wake up and pump your breast, because you want to have enough milk for your baby to try. So it's very, very hard. Know that from the start. So trust your baby and trust your body, and everything will be okay. And if your baby eventually does not latch on, don't feel too devastated. You've been such a great mom for trying and putting all the effort in it. And giving your baby pumped milk is also a very good solution and super healthy. And if you eventually turn out to use formula, it's okay. It's also a very good choice and healthy for your baby. And your baby will grow like a super strong baby. See you guys next video.